Alhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala ahlihi wa sahbihi ajma'in amma ba'd. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, today we are going to be starting with our Quran class. So for our Quran class, we are going to be starting our memorization from Surah Al-Qaf. And inshallah, we are going to be memorizing 2 lines per class. So we'll be memorizing 2 lines for this class, and also for subsequent classes, we'll be memorizing 2 lines. So we're going to start the class now. I'm going to recite it first, so you pay attention. I'm going to explain some things. Thereafter, we're going to recite it together, inshallah. Qaf. You can see that I elongated this a bit. Qaf. والقرآن المجيد والقرآن المجيد. So this wal Quran, you see we've learnt it before in Nurul Bayan. You can see that you have this symbol. This symbol is the symbol of Hamzatul Wasl. So it is this symbol, as you can see, that shows that whenever there is a alphabet before it, we are not going to pronounce this Hamza. That's why we just pronounce it as if the Hamza is not there. We now said wal as if it's waw fatia waw lam sukun wal Qur'anil Majid. The same thing applies here. Nil, we behaved as if no, the Hamza to wasl is not there, and we said Nil Majid. As we wanted to start with it, it's going to be Al Majid. But in this case, what? Nil Majid. So let me read it again. Qaf wal Qur'anil Majid. Qaf wal Qur'anil Majid. So what you're going to do is you're going to pause the video and you're going to recite it 10 times, just the way I've recited it. Qaf wal Qur'anil Majid. So I assume you have recited it 10 times. So we're going to go to the next ayah. So for the next ayah, we're going to recite it now. Bal ajibu an ja'ahum munzirun minhum. You can see here there is an elongation. Also here there's an elongation. This is the symbol for the elongation, as we've learned before. So bear that in mind. Bal ajibu an ja'ahum munzirun minhum. Bal ajibu an ja'ahum munzirun minhum. Thereafter, we have this. فقال الكافرون هذا شيء عجيب. فقال الكافرون هذا شيء عجيب. فقال الكافرون هذا شيء عجيب. So you're going to pause the video too and you're going to recite it again 10 times from Bal Ajibu to the end of the ayah. Bal Ajibu an ja'ahum munzirun minhum. فقال الكافرون هذا شيء عجيب. So thereafter, I assume you have read it 10 times. We'll now read this ayah, and this is going to be the last ayah we're going to read for today. أَإِذَا مِتْنَا وَكُنَّا تُرَابًا ذَلِكَ رَجْعٌ بَعِيدٌ. أَإِذَا مِتْنَا وَكُنَّا تُرَابًا ذَلِكَ رَجْعٌ بَعِيدٌ. أَإِذَا مِتْنَا وَكُنَّا تُرَابًا ذَلِكَ رَجْعٌ بَعِيدٌ. So as you can see here in turaba, we didn't say turaban, we said turaba. Do you understand? So and that's because whenever you have fathatan like this ending a word and you want to stop there, you would say it what turaba. Do you understand? So that's why. So fathatan like this ending a word, you pronounce it like this. So this is what's caused us to say turaba and we didn't say turaban. Do you understand? So let's read it once again. أَإِذَا مِتْنَا وَكُنَّا تُرَابًا ذَلِكَ رَجْعٌ بَعِيدٌ. So you are going to also pause the video and read it 10 times. So now we are now going to read everything together. So I assume you have read it 10 times. So I'm now going to read it from the beginning to where we stop today. So you too will try to read it 10 times from the beginning to where we stop. So the first process is you reading it 10 times for each of the ayah after I've read it. Then the second one is after I've now read everything, you too you try to read it 10 times. So I'm going to read it so that you hear now. قاف والقرآن المجيد بل عجبوا أن جاءهم منذر منهم فقال الكافرون هذا شيء عجيب أإذا متنا وكنا ترابا ذلك رجع بعيد. So you can see that. So you try to read it as much as possible. Read it at least 10 times. So I'm not saying you shouldn't read more than 10 times you want to read, but at least 10 times. And you should read it often, 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 often. When you're done with your class, maybe you're on your way to work, you try to read it, try to read it, try to read it, try to read it at different points in time so that you always remember it. So we ask that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes it better understood than said, and He forgives us our shortcomings and He blesses our efforts. So inshallah, we're going to meet in the next class and would have expected you to have memorized it and perfected it. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.